Hello, everybody. Welcome to what is the first pack thing here. I'm trying to do something new on Jaybird Watching and get our Instagram stuff to actually work. So I figured this was a nice night to open up a box of cards and see where I was. And in the midst of that, already technical difficulties. So clearly had the volume on my TV. So now that is off. Let's talk some baseball cards. So first things first, like I said, I have a Panini Prizm box here. It's got 6 cards packed in it with 5 cards in it each pack, and I've already opened one of them because I never in a million years thought I was gonna actually be doing this tonight because Jason Lyons of the show actually told me last minute on Instagram here that we have this ability to all of a sudden talk live from our normal tools. So make sure you chime in here and everything. Like I said, I'm using this as a special event to be able to actually open up a box of cards here. I have another one that I'm not quite gonna get to tonight, but maybe couple weeks or something like that, or maybe later this weekend. So why don't we talk here? I already opened up one, like I said, so actually did pretty good here as we, change the view here for you, be able to take a peek at what I got. So first things first, we had a Jacob Berry. We got a Kobe Mayo, who's a rookie prospect for the Orioles. And we went old school at a Hans Lobert. And then we got something really cool. And this is an Alan Trammell, old Detroit Tiger great, getting a ice blue prism card here. And then we were like, oh, well, there's going to be something cool at the end of the pack. That was the last one. So then, boom, right there it was. A really cool blueprint of Ivan Rodriguez, one of the best catchers to ever play the game, Hall of Famer. So that was really cool to all of a sudden see put in there. So as we get going, then we got this, like I said, we got this whole box here we get to play with tonight and have some fun and see what's going to go on. I guess I'll get my keyboard out of the way here so y'all can actually see what's going on. So, got the Panini Prizm. I guess I already opened up one box out of it, but I was going to save this for a little while later. But like I said, I had an Instagram live all of a sudden, so we figured we'd have a little fun. Other than we get, the normal manufacturer stuff. Like I said, I got 5 more packs. So let's see what we can do. I love how these have Cal Ripken on it. Cal Ripken being one of the coolest guys in baseball, along with being one of the best players of all time. Not just the Iron Man, but think of got to be that good to play that many years in a row and get that many consistent games. Ooh, right off the bat. Ooh, that is a cool card. Randy Johnson, Seattle Mariners jersey and everything. That's pretty sweet. We're gonna go to another rookie, Toronto Blue Jays, though, which is what we're always hunting for on Jaybird Watching here. And Tucker told me he's been playing in single A, I believe. So yeah, Class A. It's technically a youngster that coming through the Blue Jays prospects. It'll be nice to see where he goes in the next few years if it's something that he can continue to build on after being in Dunedin this past year. Wow, going old school again. I got that Justin Morneau. I love watching Justin Morneau play for the Minnesota Twins. Was a cool guy to watch. He also played here in Rochester, New York, where I happen to be from, and just a really cool guy to be on the field and watch him play. Great grinder type of player. And it looks like we got another really cool card coming up here as a blueprint card. Oh, holy shnikes. That's a fun one. Babe Ruth. That one's gonna be nice. Check out that. That is really, really cool. And just to be this person, this was a box I just picked up at Target so far, and I've already picked up 2 Hall of Famers and Ivan Rodriguez for this. No, actually 3 Hall of Famers and maybe a 1 Hall soon to be in Justin Morneau. Ooh, got another one coming here as a nice cool blue prism. Who do we got? Bobby Miller. That is a really cool card too. Bobby Miller being the youngster for the Los Angeles Dodgers. Had a really good start to his career and has a chance to play on a really good team that's starting to form up in Dodgers. And I won't go into how much hurtful that is for the fact that Blue Jays fans have had obvious issues. So that was a really cool pack right there. So hope we all see. But that came out really good for a random card pack. So we got some keepers in there for sure. Like I said, it's not every day you get Hall of Famers like that. So we got some good ones there to be able to talk to you later. So let's keep packing. Got 4 packs. If that's what was in pack 1, I don't know what the hell we're gonna really get into here. And I'm sorry if y'all hear my 3D printer running in the background. That's just the unfortunate reality of having my work office and my play area all in the same place here in my house. So here we go. Deck number 2 of opening live. Gavin Cross, Kansas City prospect. I think he's also a Class A guy. Yep. So he's a very young player. Yep. Tink Hensey. I do not know him, but I'm assuming seeing he plays for St. Louis, and I don't know him. He's probably also a youngster. Yep. Pitched a whole 52 innings out of relief, it looks like, for the Class A. Check that out. That's a fun one there for Milwaukee fans. Eddie Matthews. It's a cool card. I love these old retro cards that they have in these Panini card sets. Another youngster, Drew Jones, Arizona Diamondback. What's going on in Arizona? Don't be shocked if this is one of those guys that all of a sudden comes up and just mashes. It seems to be what's going on with every guy that comes up for the Arizona Diamondbacks, including stealing guys from us as Toronto Blue Jays. It might be one of the worst trades in Blue Jays history. But that's a side note that I don't want to get into without my buddies. So, oh, now that's cool. Check that out. Ozzie freaking Smith. Ozzie, one of the best shortstops of all freaking time, and one of the classiest guys. Still one of the coolest guys probably around the game of baseball. But that is awesome. Blue Ice, Ozzie Smith, Hall of Famer, crazy amounts of gold gloves, does backflips on the field, just wonderful. The Wizard. In case, yes, you are 100% right. And if you want to jump in on this talk, you can join our StreamYard anytime you get your chat. Mhm. That is a hell of a pack. Like I said, we got a couple of Hall of Famers, but then some rookies. Those 2 right there are definitely my takeaways, and Eddie Matthews and Ozzie Smith. So that's really, really, really cool. Mhm. And if you aren't old enough, kids, to know who Ozzie Smith is, I highly, highly recommend looking up Ozzie Smith. It's some of the coolest plays in baseball history in the as far as one of the best defensive shortstops of all time. Alright. Just keeps getting better. Like I said, I'm just getting back into collecting baseball cards, but holy shnikes, has this been fun all of a sudden to be able to get back into and have some fun. There you go. I guess we're just gonna have a Seattle Mariners type of night. Ichiro Suzuki. That's a good one. Or San Francisco Giants. We got Everson Ortega, I think is how you say that. Class double A. So there's another year. Then we got Dick Williams. So there's another vintage guy from the Brooklyn Dodgers. That's a hell of a guy that should have probably gotten a few more Hall of Fame votes, but career 70 home runs, high batting average. Then check that one out. That's one I haven't seen. That is actually a Prism card. The old ball game collection. Al Newhouser, one of the best pitchers of all time, so that's really cool to see, and apparently, I'm just starting to wonder if you get a blue prism in every box here at this point, because I'm starting to see the tips of another one coming through here. So let's just see who this is as we go through. Ooh, Philadelphia pitch Philadelphia Phillies, one of the best pitchers of all time, Steve Carlton, Hall of Famer, played with Mike Schmidt and the gang, won them a World Series at one point, so that's really cool. So we got a few good ones in that one. Actually, all good ones except for we don't know yet about this gentleman for the San Francisco Giants, obviously, but the other guys here, all Hall of Famers, except for Dick Williams. I take that back. So, very cool. Yeah, we got 2 more packs, and then we'll round out here with what other fun stuff we actually have. And like I said, this is just one of those fun things that I wasn't even planning on doing this live tonight, and in the midst of this whole thing, had to find a way out to play around with the Instagram Live, so if you're listening, make sure you join in the chat. Let me know what you're thinking, and hopefully you're watching Jaybird watching. Anyways, check that out. Robin Yount. Love Robin Yount. Got to play with, former Blue Jay great and Milwaukee Brewer great, Paul Molitor for years. The 2 of them together up the middle were something very special to watch for the Milwaukee Brewers. Oscar Colas. He's gotta be a young guy. All the way up to AAA, it looks like last year. He did pretty good at AAA too. 314 batting average. It's gonna be somebody for the White Sox. Maybe that's coming up that I didn't know about. That's really cool. Looks like we got another Cubby, Los Angeles Dodgers, mate, and Seattle Mariners apparently. Jeffrey off recall. That's a good one from a while ago. Haven't seen him play in a while. Career with the Giants and whatnot. Oh, that's a cool one. That makes me very happy. This is the green special cards, and it's one of my personal favorites. I always loved watching Al Leiter, and even after he left the Blue Jays, was great watching him win in the Subway Series against the Yankees when he was with the Mets. That is a really, really cool card, and definitely one of the gets that you need what you're looking for if you're in this kind of prism cards. That is awesome. I love Al Leiter. I'm looking forward to putting that one up on the wall. And then, another Torii Hunter. I loved Torii Hunter. Funny story, I got to meet him. The Blue Jays were playing the Minnesota Twins, and so it's left field, kinda going towards center fields where the batter's eye. And in the midst of that, up in the Sky Dome, he was signing autographs before the game if you were able to actually throw the ball to him and get him. And I just think it's hilarious that after he was so nice to all the Blue Jays fans, that the Blue Jays fans kept yelling out, "Torii," the whole ball game. And he just like he's kept waving to the fans. So that is a very cool ensemble of cards there. Love that. I'm definitely, like I said, I'm gonna find a very cool from that Al Leiter card because that is just brilliant. I love that. And the green hue on it is just really, really cool. Like I said, this is the first time I've actually pulled one of these green cards. And on the hobby boxes, that's the exact one. Like I said, that's the get. Very, very cool. All right. Got some extra luck on this last card, maybe, or on this last pack. Let's see what we get. Like I said, this has just been fun to be able to randomly do this all of a sudden. And I'm glad that there were some people that tuned in live here this evening. I hope you get a chance to join us on Jaybird Watching Monday evening, 7 o'clock, where we get to talk baseball with me, Jason Lyons, and the gang. So let's see how good luck we got now. Some fairy dust on here. Bam. Off to a start yet at James Woods. And I'm not talking about the actor. So Washington prospect. Class A this past season. We'll see how he does, but he's one of those guys that's predicted, according to the back of the card here, to be a 30-30 guy with potential of steals. So maybe that's gonna be fun to have in a couple years here. The youngster, Miguel Bleis, Red Sox. Hopefully the Blue Jays won't be haunted by this gentleman after he graduates up to the major leagues, but looking very, very cool. I think I literally just saw the flash of who might be next, and this is gonna be my favorite regardless of what's going on here, is we finally might have found a Blue Jay card in here, and it is Joe frickin' Carter. There it is. The guy, one of 2 people in the world that have ever hit a walk-off World Series winning home run. Joe Carter, the man in Blue Jays fandom, and as much as I love the Jose Bautista bat flip, I am old enough to remember being woken up by my father when Ricky Henderson was walked in 1993, being brought downstairs and saying, "Something special is gonna be happening. Don't tell mom." So, in the midst of that, that was really cool. That is a really fun card. That classic swing of Joe Carter right there. That's a different one. Yuri Perez. That's fun. That'll be a different card there for that. That's 20 to 80 scale. So this is one of the youngest prospect, cards that they do, and this is a special card. So that's gonna be one I'm gonna have to look up and see what is going on with that one, because that one is definitely a different card than I have ever seen in these packs. So, obviously being the grade that is what we're shooting here at, that's what they're saying, he's a 70 grade fastball. So really, really cool. It's the scouting scale, if anybody is wondering what that actually means. And I think we actually have a Canadian coming up with this last blue card. So let's just jump into that. That kinda looked like Larry Walker, and I was right. It is Larry Walker. This was a fun box. I'm gonna have trouble keeping my hands off of the other one. So that is really, really good. And, no, Jason, there was no bubble gum in the packs. I'm very upset that they don't do that anymore because that is one of those things that's just hilarious to even try on a box of cards these days. So, got a bunch of Hall of Famers this evening. So, as far as things go, we'll get these rookies out of here and do a little recap here of what we ended up stumbling onto. There was some, like I said, this was a really loaded box for $30 American. I think I did pretty damn good. So, that Al Leiter Torrey Hunter. Robin Yount was a really good card. Steve Carlton was another wonderful one that we got. Al Newhouser, Ichiro, Ozzie, Eddie Matthews was a Hall of Famer, Randy Johnson, Justin Morneau, dancing on the line of being a Hall of Famer, Babe Ruth, Bobby Miller, Hutch, and Alan Trammell. So out of all these guys, I got some good rookies too, I think, as far as things go. But this is a hell of a box. I gotta give Panini some credit as far as you're going through here. Like I said, there is some really high-end cards here, and I don't know if anybody's ever had these ones in their hand or anything at this point. These Panini cards, they're thick. They're pretty nice and easy. They're nice and smooth. Very, very, very high quality cards. So as far as it goes, I think we did pretty good here for our $30 investment and what we could have gotten. So, like I said, these ended up being pretty good. But anyways, outside of the highlight of the cards, probably the Babe Ruth, I think. That's gotta be worth something. That or frameable, but I like I said, I'm gonna find a nice home for this Al Leiter and the Joe Carter being the Blue Jays that I am. So, in case you didn't know, you were just finding us on Instagram for the first fricking time, my name's Greg Gordon, host of the Jay Bird Watching Podcast with Ken Alfred and Jason Lyons. Make sure you tune in every Monday evening. We're going to talk some Blue Jays baseball. Hopefully, have a good time talking about it, which I know it hasn't been the greatest of times yet, Blue Jays fans this offseason, especially with the literal teasing you've been getting. And we'll see what happens. But if you haven't figured it out yet, we like to have fun. Your Bar Room Chat for Toronto Blue Jays fans. We are the official podcast of the Fan Network for jaysjournal.com. And we are going to also be having a little fun over the next few weeks. I have a bunch of teams lined up that we are going to have a guest that Blue Jay night. So make sure you join us, and we're going to have some fun with guessing that Blue Jay. So make sure you tune in. We're going to have a great time. Until then, Blue Jays fans, woo, let's go Blue Jays.